What are you doing? Got the old junkyard cat out here helping again. Something I did want to mention real quick before we get started is you want to definitely make sure you have your battery unplugged, at least under your hot side. That way you don't have any arcage going on. I have the battery on charge right now because it was dead, but yeah, just undo your hot wire and you should be good to go. Well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now today I'm going to be working on our work mower again, the John Deere here, the 915E, Z915E that is. The other day when we were using it, I just happened to notice it was starting to, well, start slower and slower each job. So I thought maybe this fuse went out. This is your charger wire to your battery. So I thought maybe this fuse went out again, because it has before. It just happens. But then when I went to go check, obviously you could tell the other end here is not connected to anything. This is actually supposed to be on the hot wire of your starter here. So obviously just a little, over time, wiggling and jiggling, it just broke the end off. So we're going to get this fixed. If you happen to be having problems with your mower, this pretty much applies to a wide variety of mowers, because they typically have some form of a charger wire, and it will more than likely be going to your hot wire here. So if you keep noticing your battery's dying after using your mower for a good bit, I would check your fuse first. And if that fuse is fine and your battery still seems to be dying, I would look for any breaks in your charger line, which it will go up to the engine here. So, and you can just follow this wire up to your motor there and just look for any breaks in the lines. But yeah, this should be pretty simple. I don't want to speak too soon, but it should go pretty easy. What you're going to need to do is find the correct size little connector loop that you're going to need. Now for this particular model, I needed a 3/8 hole, so that's what I've got here. And you may need to get yourself some of these just to make it a little easier to strip the wire. Now I've already stripped this wire using these. Now you can use a utility blade. Not as safe of a method, but it does work. Just use caution. So we're going to go ahead and get this put together quick and literally just put it back on the starter, or the hot wire there on the starter, and we should be good to go. Get that in there good and snug. Give it a good crimpage. Then we're going to need to get some heat, because this is actually a heat shrinking sheath on here. So let me go get something to heat that up with quick. Alrighty, so I happen to have a heat gun. Any heat gun should work pretty good for this, but also if you do not have any form of heat gun, a lighter does work. So you can just use a lighter and just kind of gently, or well, I say gently, just kind of carefully keep heating this up until you see it shrink all the way down to the wire. Alright, we'll give that a second to cool off. I want to mention too real quick, guys, don't forget to hit that like button if you find this content useful at all. And maybe consider giving a sub if you like this type of content. I work on all sorts of things, tinker around here with cars, mowers, ATVs, you name it. Just like to fiddle around. Well, alrighty, that's cooled off for a minute, so we should be good to go. Should just be literally ready to slide that up, slide this into place. Yeah, basically however many wires that were on your hot wire here, just kind of go ahead and put those back in order there. There we go. Alrighty, now we're going to go ahead and snug this up. Now we do not need to torque this on super tight because it could break the stud on here. Now on this particular model, it is a 14mm. Again, we just want to give it a snug. If you feel it start getting a little tight, if I can keep the ratchet on there, it'd be great. There should be good. And don't forget to put back on the little protective sheath here if yours still has it on there. Okay, beautiful. Now if my battery's charged enough, we should be able to get this thing to fire up now and see if it's charging. Alrighty, so as you guys can see, we're reading about 12.6 volts right now. Now when we start it up, it should be a little bit over 13 volts charging. So let's see if it increases after we fire it up. Well, the old Deere is alive again. Yep, that seems like it was a success, so awesome. So yeah, again, if you're having an issue with your lawnmower not charging anymore, make sure you check out your charging wire. Again, I would start with the fuse because that's pretty common to go out. And if your fuse is good, just check your wire, the hot wire here on your starter. Just check right there, make sure everything's connected good. Worst case, you may have to take off your top cover and just kind of follow the same wire up and just make sure there's no frays or cracks up there. So and that should solve your no charging issue if you are having that problem. So well guys, that's going to be that for this one. Don't forget to smack that like button if this was helpful to you at all. Don't forget to sub if you want to kind of follow along for some of the other little projects I get into. And yeah guys, I really appreciate it. I hope to see you in the next one.